Hey Kelly, all right, just going through your weekly check-in here, and I wanted to go through the calories and explain that kind of again for you. So I know it can be a little confusing when you first start out. So let me share my screen again. And let's see here. All right, so this is your information that I figured out. Down here at the bottom is going to be your BMR, which is basically the amount of calories your body needs if you are doing absolutely nothing all day. So you still need a certain amount of calories to keep going. That's the number there. That's the bare minimum. Um, and a lot of times people, when they get too low, they start to, this is where metabolism starts to break down and, your body starts doing weird things. So we have you figured out up here at 1634, that's your number that you're trying to kind of climb up to with this kind of reverse dieting phase over here on this side, phase one. So that's the phase that you're in when it asks that on the weekly check-in form. You are in the reverse diet phase. So starting you at 1200 calories doesn't mean we're going to keep you there. Obviously, if you're feeling better and you're feeling good right now, it's not something we want to change very quickly. But the goal is to kind of climb up slowly until you get to that number, 1634, or basically 1650, and kind of maintain that number for a little while to let your body recover, get nourished, and understand that it's not in survival mode. So if you're, down here closer to your BMR, you're eating not a whole lot of calories, your body's kind of just holding on to everything. So we want to let it repair with the higher calories, still lifting weights, still getting your walking in so that your body is, you're getting the activity. So you shouldn't really be gaining anything during this phase. If anything, you're just gaining muscle. Then when we decide, you've maintained the calories up here for a while, that's when we'll switch you over to phase two, which is called the fat loss phase or calorie deficit. So that's like, to bring it back to the competition example, that's like when I'm getting ready to go on stage, I do this phase here up until a certain point until we get closer to showtime, then we start to do that drop in that cut. So hopefully that helps explain the calories a little bit better. Then I was just looking through your last week and I just wanted to show you, this is how it looks on my end. So these yellow lines means you hit everything. So that's good. Even if you went a little bit over, so it shows over 1 gram remaining. I mean, these are really good numbers. So if I'm seeing yellow, it's a good thing. And I just scrolled back through a couple of your days here and you're hitting your calories and your macros really well. So that's awesome for like basically week one for you. So keep that up. I think if we do another full week at the same nutrition, it just kind of gives you an opportunity to match up those macros, like you said, on your check-in form. I think you'll be good. I'm thinking after next week, we may want to just climb up a little bit into calories. So I can adjust all these numbers here accordingly. But I always like to check in with people before I change anything just to make sure we're on the same page. So we'll keep that the same. And then looking at the rest of your calendar for the week, this is how it shows up on my end as well. Okay, we've got the workouts in there for the week, water. We'll keep going with that. Just get consistent with filling in these bubbles whenever you hit everything like you've done up here. And then I think, yeah, just consistency. Like you said, you had your daughter at home last week. I completely understand. Last week was crazy for me, so I get it. Yeah, I don't think I've forgot anything, but if I have, you can let me know. You'll get that same form on Friday. You can fill in any questions you have and we'll go from there. Have a good week. Let me know if you're struggling with anything with the food, if you're feeling hungry or really like, just having some cravings or anything like that. Let me know. We'll get it taken care of. All right. Have a good week.